Dr. Mohammad Zubair Akram, MBBS, FCPS, Medical Education. Learn, explore, grow.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Zubair.
In this video, I'll be explaining the production of technetium.
Although this is not an easy topic, I'll try to make it as simple and clear as possible.
First, I'll explain why we need a generator to produce technetium. Next, I'll describe what a generator actually is. And finally,
I'll walk you through the steps involved in the production process.
Technetium is a radioisotope with a 6-hour half-life, which means that after 6 hours, only half of its activity remains.
After another 6 hours, the activity drops to 25% of the original value.
After around 40 hours females, or 7 half-lives, only a very small amount of activity is left.
Technetium is widely used in nuclear medicine because it has a short and practical half-life. It can easily bind to many different carrier molecules. It emits low-energy gamma rays. It is quickly cleared from the body. These properties make it ideal for imaging major organs and the skeletal system. However, because technetium decays so quickly, processing, transporting, storing, and dispensing it becomes challenging.
In this case, the parent is molybdenum-99, Mo-99, which has a half-life of 66 hours.
This is where a generator becomes essential. A generator is a device that produces a short-lived radioisotope.
Mo-99 can be transported over long distances without significant loss of activity.
Its decay product, Technetium-99m with ubersin, can then be extracted on site.
in simple terms, if you have the parent isotope available, the daughter isotope can continuously be generated at your facility.
This is why the generator is often called a cow, because you can milk technetium from molybdenum each day.
The decay of Mo-99 is shown by the upper curve in typical diagrams. The generator allows us to separate the daughter isotope from the parent. This separation is called elution, or more informally, milking.
The generator system uses a column filled with alumina. Molybdate ions bind very strongly to alumina.
When Mo-99 decays, it forms Technetium, which is less tightly bound due to its single negative charge.
A normal saline solution is then passed through the column, washing off the pertechnetate.
This Tc-99m solution is now ready, either for direct injection or for preparing other radiopharmaceuticals.
Right after elution, the Tc-99m level in the column is very low, but it immediately begins to regenerate as Mo-99 continues to decay.
The daughter activity increases until it eventually slows down. When the rate of production becomes equal to the rate of decay, the system reaches equilibrium. It takes about for daughter half-lives around 24 hours to reach equilibrium. Once equilibrium is reached, the generator can again be milked. However, as the Mo-99 continues to decay over the week, the maximum amount of Tc-99m gradually becomes smaller, which is why generators must be replaced weekly. Key points to remember. Generators solve the problem of transporting short-lived radioisotopes. The most common generator is the Mo-99 Tc-99m generator. Mo-99 has a 66-hour half-life and decays into Tc-99m, which has a 6-hour half-life. These generators are delivered weekly and supply all the Tc-99m used daily in nuclear medicine.